Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Excel. In this module, I want to show you how you can get around the limitations of XLOOKUP, VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP. At the top, I've got an XLOOKUP. There's the formula there. When I select a code or a section, this one, if I select a section, it shows me that section, and I've got conditional formatting highlighting this so you can see how that works. But if I select a section that has more than one item, you can see that the XLOOKUP at the top there is not picking that up. There should be 3 records. It's only showing me the top one, the first one. Now the problem with that is if I want that to show all 3 records like you can see below, I would need, with the XLOOKUP, to add a helper column on this data. But this function down below is already bringing back the ones I want, so this one is working. And if I just select a different code so you can see, or a section, when there's only one, it's not a problem. But if there's more than one, this bottom one is now bringing up all the items that marry up to that criteria at the top there, whereas that one is just bringing the first one. So I just want to show you how I've achieved this. I'm going to do that on a second sheet, like so. So in there, first of all, I want a data validation list that's going to list me these codes. So if I go across to the data tab and then data validation, it's a list option that I want in here, list, and I need to select the list, so it's going to be this list. And there are duplicates in this list, but it won't show duplicates. If I drop that down, click OK, there's the list. So there are duplicates in the source list, but it's not showing them in this list, which is great. So I'm going to select the top one. So I've now got that list there, or that item there, and I'm going to copy this. I'm going to use my mouse to do this. I'll just drag this over here and use my control key to copy that, and then I'll bring it down a bit, again use my control key to copy that. So the first example I'm going to use is the XLOOKUP. VLOOKUP would be the same. XLOOKUP first off though equals XL, pressing tab. So I'm looking at that code, comma, down this list of codes, comma, and then I want to bring back everything else. So I'll just bring back all of that. Tick that. So it's brought in the code, the section, all of the information that I want. At the end there, these 2 columns are not formatted correctly, so I'll just highlight that column and go back to home and select accounting. So anything in that column is going to be accounting, and anything in this column, I want it to be short date. So I'll select that, short date. So let's put that into a date. Now I know that 1231 has got more than one record, and you can see that it hasn't flagged it there. Now if I basically highlight this table, go to conditional formatting, manage rules, and new rule, and I want to use the formula option at the bottom. Now if I click on there, I'm going to click onto that section, but I need to take the dollar signs off the row number, so I'm pressing F4 once, twice. So dollar sign's still on the B, but not on the 2. Then I'm going to go equals and then just move that out of the way a bit. Click on that green cell there, and then I check the format. I want it to be green. Click OK to the green. Click OK again, and OK again, and then it flags up green. If I change the code, whatever I change it to, it will flag up to that to represent the same sort of thing. So you can see it changing over there, but this is still only bringing in one record, not all of them. So in this example down below, I want to use something slightly different. I'm going to use the filter function, and it will bring back all of these green records that you can see highlighted at the moment. So that's going to be equals filter, and then pressing my tab key to get the bracket. So I'm highlighting this table, all of this table, comma, I want to highlight the column that I want to filter by, which is this column, the code column, and then equals, and then I'm selecting the cell at the top that has the actual code I want. So if I tick that, it just drops the information in there for me, and if I've correctly formatted the cells, which I did beforehand, you can see it's coming up with the currency and the date format. And if I change that to something else, the top one, it's showing me that one, not the top one, the very top one. So the top three, that's showing me three, that's only showing me one. Now don't go away from here thinking that you can't use XLOOKUP for this, because you can, but you'd have to add an extra column or an extra helper column, and then you'd achieve this. But my point is, why would you need to do that? If you just use the filter function, it will do that, and you're not getting yourself in a bit of a tizwas doing extra columns and concatenating functions and things like that. So that's all I want to talk about in this little video, how you can get filter function to show you multiple records from a list. So hopefully this little video was of use. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you on the next one.